you've been told. But time is running.
Welcome to the 2023 Sue Ring Jarvi Player of the Year presentation. Today we have Sue here to help us hand out the award for the 5th time. How's that feel, Sue, to hear that 5 times now?
It's making me feel older.
Same for me. So how are you doing? How is your hockey season this year?
Oh, I'm having a good time. We went to the WHAM final tournament and finished second, but it was still fun.
Okay. And you head off to Florida tomorrow for the over 60 national championships. So what are your odds of bringing home some more hardware?
Well, we won last year, so we're really hoping to win again. Although it seems like the older we get, the closer we get to 70 and 80, the players coming in are close to 60. It makes it harder.
It does make it harder. Let's talk a little bit about why you were chosen to be the namesake of the best youth player in Minnesota. It goes back to the roots of building girls hockey in Minnesota. What I'd like to understand is, what was the purpose? What was your raw purpose for helping start girls hockey in Minnesota?
Well, the beginning was, of course, at the University of Minnesota, and I had one opportunity to play, and when I found out how fun it was, I wanted to play more. And I was attending the U, and I sent out flyers to try and get a club started, and it was purely selfish, really.
Yeah. And why was it selfish? What did you want out of it?
Well, we needed teams to play, teams to compete against, as well as I needed a few teammates myself.
Yeah. So you're doing it for competition. You need more people to play. You told me once that Herb Brooks made a statement, and I think it was in the Minnesota Daily. What was the statement, and how did that spur you on?
Well, the Daily interviewed him and asked him what he thought of our University of Minnesota club team. And he responded by saying, basically, I forgot to say one other thing. In the interview, they asked him what he thought if there would ever be girls' high school hockey. And his response was basically, never underestimate the power of women. Well,
never underestimate the power of you. Thank you for what you've done for Minnesota. Well, let's hand out an award. But before we do that, let's learn about who the past winners were. 2019, our first winner was Josie St. Martin from Stillwater. In 2020, Whitney Horton won the award from Edina. In 2021, Hannah Christensen from Andover took the award. And finally, last year, a northern girl, Bailey Roop, took the award back to Bemidji. They were all great players and have done great things since winning the award with your name in it. Let's meet this year's finalists. Opal Anderson from Grand Rapids Greenway. Opal had a wonderful season helping the Lightning reach the state final last month in Stillwater. Sydney Boss-Crone from Minnetonka. Sydney helped lead the Skippers to the state with an amazing regional with 9 goals in 3 games. Maya Dutton from Alexandria. Maya was one of the most athletic players we saw all year, making plays on both ends of the ice and with both her forehand and her backhand. Tala Hansen from Wayzata. A 2-time finalist for the award, Hansen has been on a tear the last year, both in season and in the off season. Hansen was named Outstanding Forward in a loaded field of 2027s at our Now Prospects Combine last summer, and this spring scored some big goals to help lead the Walleye to a Tier 1 national championship in Dallas. Gianna Marchese from Rosemount. No matter how you slice it with numbers or with the naked eye, Marchese was the best youth goalie we saw all year. She led her regional in every goalie category and stopped 46 of 47 shots in the backdoor play-in game. Just watch her play one period and you'll see if our assessment is off. Finally, Amelia Such from Centennial. Amelia helped lead a talented Cougar squad to a record of 42-8-4 this past season. In 17 games tracked by Game Sheet, she had 33 goals and 46 points. That's almost 3 points per game. This year's Sue Ring Jarvi Player of the Year goes to Tala Hansen from Wayzata. Come on in, Tala. Congratulations on winning this award.
Thank you so much.
This trophy is now yours.
Wow.
Before we get into some of the particulars of it. I've seen you play the last 2 seasons with a 12A and a 15A, and obviously our assessment of you is very high. But a lot of 7th and 8th grade girls will play high school hockey, choose to play high school hockey. Can you wrap through your decision to stay back and play 15As for YHH this year?
Yeah, so obviously I go to Breakaway Academy, which is a hockey school. So one of my reasons I didn't play high school is because we skate and do dryland at the end of the day. So if I were to play high school, I wouldn't be able to get that extra development at Breakaway Academy. And I mean, they have a lot of good boys hockey players as well as girls hockey players. So I mean, just skating with them makes me a lot better. And in 15UA, obviously you get a lot more games, so you can also develop there. So those 2 reasons were probably the main reason I didn't play high school, just to develop my skill and my vision on the ice.
I think it's working out pretty good for you.
Thank you.
All right, we talked about it in your intro, your bio, that you won a national championship. Different, unlike the Lakers from District 6, they knew they were going to nationals. Tell me about the moment you guys found out 2 weeks before nationals that you were an at-large bid. Walk through that process.
Yeah, so obviously we were booking all of our flights and hotel rooms like we were going to go to nationals, but we weren't quite sure yet. The day I actually found out, I was in language arts class in the middle of school. Hadley Baker was checking a computer along with all the boys in my class, and once she found out, she was me and her were freaking out just with pure excitement, and it was definitely a moment I won't forget because, I mean, out of nowhere, the bids came out, and it was in our favor. So.
Now you get to go on a trip, you get to go stay in a hotel, you get to go hang with your friends, and play some great hockey. What a victory for you there. Speaking of victories, you beat the East Coast Wizards, who were arguably the best team in the country, a winter-only team. They weren't like you guys, a before and after type team. Walk through that game. You guys got the game winner in overtime. That was probably a huge win for you guys.
Yeah, so that game was really challenging. The first period, we were probably getting a little bit outplayed, I'm not going to lie. But, the shots weren't in our favor either. We were in our zone the whole end. But afterwards, after we had a little pep talk, we got back out on the ice. We started to dominate a little bit more. And then at the end of regulation, it was 2-2 going into OT. So, I mean, our team, we had the legs. We really wanted to get to the national championship. That's why we were there. We wanted to win. So, I mean, our team worked so hard the whole entire time, and we ended up winning. So,
tell me about the goal. You got to hear about it.
Yeah.
Easy, tap in, greasy, lucky, end-to-end rush. What was it?
Yeah, I was pretty tired that game. I'm not gonna lie. I was on the bench. I just wanted us to win. I didn't care who scored, but I got out on the ice the next shift. I just took the puck up. In my head, I was just thinking, shoot, shoot, shoot. I mean, my mom reminds me every game I need to shoot earlier and not stick handles. So, I just got around that one girl, and I just shot the puck, and it went in. Celebrated with my teammates. So,
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, congratulations on a great season. I'm sure through your career, you're 14 years old. You got a few people to thank, including your parents and some others.
Yeah, so first and foremost, I'd like to thank you, Jarvi, for starting up Minnesota girls hockey and just the impact you've had over all these years. And you, Tony Scott, and all your Youth Hockey Hub staff for making this possible. I really appreciate it. And then, obviously, I'm going to thank my family, my amazing coaches throughout this season, and just my walleye coach, who was also my 15UA coach, and my amazing teammates on my 15UA team. I wouldn't be here without them. So, and then lastly, I'd like to thank my teachers and coaches at my school, Breakaway Academy. They supported me both on and off the ice, and they made me into the person and hockey player I am today. So I want to thank all you guys.
Wow, that was fantastic.
Yeah,
I could take some lessons from you. Maybe you should do this next year for me. Tala, congratulations on a great season, and best luck to you in high school hockey.
Thank you so much.
Should I give this to you?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.